What's up guys, Eternal here, and today I'm gonna show you how to play LeBlanc. So let's start with crafting potion. I'll be playing against Victor, and let's take W first. So as for her skill explanation, on passive, when LeBlanc drops below 40% health, she becomes invisible for 1 second and creates a mirror image that deals no damage and lasts for up to 8 seconds. The cooldown of this passive is 1 minute, and you can control your clone mirror image with Alt key and right mouse. It's mainly used for making a nice escape. And as for W, this is a dash that deals magic damage in the target area and your main wave clear ability. After casting for the next 4 seconds, you can recast W to return to the place where you started your dash, and there will be a mark on the ground. So usually you want to land your W on both minions and enemy champion to just have your wave clear. Victor started with shields, so keep in mind to use your crafting potion on trades. And usually you want to do Q, W on lane. Once I get Q, I will show you. So as for the Q, Q is an auto-target ability that marks enemy champion for 3.5 seconds. Is that? And this is W, you can see. You can return to the place where you started your dash, as I mentioned. So Q works like this, that after you mark your enemy with Q, your any incoming ability will damage him for the same amount. Q can also be used to last hit. Then E, which I will explain later. Okay, so Dark Seal is great for early game, and let's take Control Ward. When you are getting back to the lane, you can W to get a little faster. As for E, this is a chain that deals damage when it connects, and if your enemy remains in that ability range for 1.5 seconds, he will take another amount of damage, the same amount, and he will get rooted for another 1.5 seconds. Also, E grants you True Sight on enemies, so you can reveal targets like Rengar or Twitch. Okay, he used W to prevent my dash. It stopped, and this is the chain. After that I'm just returning. So as you can see, LeBlanc excels in short trades. You just want to constantly harass your opponent and then just finish him off. Last hitting is important with LeBlanc. Let's go again. The chain range is pretty nice. Later you have more combo opportunities as you rank up for your ultimate, which I will explain soon. He's staying. He shouldn't be. So the chain is dealing much more damage if you use your Q first. So when possible, always cast Q then E. But sometimes it's not possible, so you just E to have your enemy in range of your other abilities. As for ultimate, it has no cost, and when you have it off cooldown, then you can recast your previously used ability. So for example, if I used my W, then I can press Alt and cast my W again for no cost. So for example, W Alt combo is great for wave clearing because you do W, you can imagine, I will show you later for sure. Oh damn, sadly I had no W. Oof. So now I'm just poking. Of course, Q in the game is not dealing too much damage alone, but that changes later. Okay, he's dead. So you see guys, I casted Q first and then slowly used my chain to make sure I land this. Okay guys, so your full burst combo is Q, ultimate, E and W. And it works like that with Q and ultimate you trigger your first sigil, and then with the chain another, followed by W. You can imagine if you land everything perfectly, then this combo is great. Sometimes you can use E with ultimate to seriously root your opponent twice. It's really helpful for chasing, especially in the late game. So I'm waiting for my chain. And that way I was able to kill him. Okay, enemies are dead, so I can take this ward. So let's push that and back. Using my abilities. Cassie at the very end because it's not dealing too much damage alone. As I said, if you really want to get back to the lane fast, then you can W ult, but I want to keep that to surprise Victor. So Luden's Echo is great, increases your mana pool and helps in bursting opponent with that passive. Let's wait for Echo, pretending that nothing is happening, just last hitting. He will overextend and maybe this combo now. Yeah. Yeah, he's dead. Clean. And W like this. Make sure you catch as many minions in a single W as you can. And I try to roam a bit. Interesting bot lane, by the way. I think why not? Oh, there he is. He has no dash yet. Let's see. Okay, so that chain actually missed, right? But yeah. So now I have 10 stacks of my Dark Seal. That's why it's worth to buy this item on your first pack. And from this point you just want to build magic pen items for more burst. Q second for more damage. And this is an example of your combo. It helps on laning. So sometimes when you are not able to reach your opponent, you just cast W, Q, out, do an aura attack to trigger electrocute and then back. So this is for heavy poke. Since I was able to get in Victor's range, I didn't have to use this combo, just QW, but you can imagine I dash, then press Q, ultimate and return. Something that I did. Let me just show you. Let me just show you now. So yeah, this is an example. And W ult is helpful in finishing off enemies with your flash, for example, when the teamfight started and you just want to cast it on enemies that gathered in one place. So, see, huge burst. Let's kill him. I can kill him with ultimate, cause it has no cost as said, but echo is coming. Flashing now is not worth it, yeah, especially because Caitlyn is there. He's actually going for that. Oh, I was fast enough. You need to be fast with Q ult, because the range is not that amazing. Of course it's decent. If you are not facing enemies that are dependent on healing, then you just get this part and get straight into either Void Staff or Death Cap. It depends. If your enemies have magic resist, then you take Void Staff, else you just go straight into Death Cap. See the burst. Let's roam again. Well, at this point. I was able to catch her. Landing the chain takes some practice, you need to be patient with that. But definitely the chain range is a bit too long, I think. Yeah, sadly, as you can see, if your enemy didn't remain long enough, then the connection breaks. It's not on vision. See? Oh. I just wait for my ult. Sadly, I didn't have my W from ultimate, because I would just return. So you can return like you cast W, then cast ultimate, and if you want to return, you cast ult to return to the purple sigil. I think it's fine to back now. So they have no magic resist. I can't afford this item, so let's just go for that. Now I'm pressing both W's to be mobile. CS is not the most important thing if you got kills, because of course LeBlanc is very mana hungry. Let's roam on this side now. I hope that queen is fine. He remained in the chain. Dead. Nice, I was able to save queen. and we can take this turret. You can manipulate with your W. That Caitlyn has ults, I would die, that's why. It's not about Victor. I just saw Caitlyn coming from the base. Okay guys, so thank you guys for watching, hope that you learned something out of LeBlanc, leave a like, subscribe and see you next time.